Hello, Mark. My name is Joy. My student number is 80441015, and I'm a freshman. I'm going to read the speech title, I Got 99 Problems. Policy is Just One, by Maysoon, Zayid. Hello, Ted women, what's up? Cheering. Not good enough. Hello, Ted women, what is up? Loud cheering. My name is Maysoon Zayid, and I am not drunk. But the doctor who delivered me was. He cut my mouth 6 different times in 6 different directions, suffocating poor little me in the process. As a result, I had cerebral palsy, which means I shed all the time. Look, it's exhausting. Unlike Shakira means Muhammad Ali. Laughter. CP is not gigantic. It's not above the fate. You can't catch it. No one put a curse on my mother's uterus. And I didn't get it because my parents are first cousins, which they are. Laughter. It only happens from accident, like what happened to me on my birthday. No, I must warn you, I'm not inspirational. Laughter. And I don't want anyone in this room to feel bad for me, because at some point in your life, you had dreamed of being disabled. Come on a journey with me. It's Christmas Eve. You are at the mall. You are driving around in circles, looking for parking. And what do you see? 16 empty handicapped spaces. Laughter. And you are like, God, can I just be a little disabled? Laughter. Also, I got to tell you, I got 99 problems, and palsy is just one. Laughter. If there was an Operation Olympics, I would win the gold medal. I'm Palestinian, Muslim, I'm female, I'm disabled, and I live in New Jersey. Laughter. Applause. If you don't feel better about yourself, maybe you should. Laughter. Cliff sidebar. New Jersey is my hometown. I had always loved the fact that my hood and my affiliations share the same initial. I also love the fact that if I wanted to work from my home to New York City, I could. A lot of people with CP don't work, but my parents didn't believe in can. My father's mantra was, you can do it, yes you can. Laughter. So, if my 3 older sisters were mopping, I was mopping. If my 3 older sisters went to public school, my parents would choose the school system and guarantee that I went to. And if we didn't all get A's, we all got my mother's slipper. Laughter. My father taught me how to walk when I was 5 years old by placing my heels on his feet and just walking. Another tactic he used is he would dangle a dollar bill in front of me and hand me change. Laughter. My inner stripper was very strong. Laughter. Yeah. No. By the first day of kindergarten, I was walking like a chump who had been punched one too many times. Laughter. Growing up, there was only 6 Arabs in my town, and they were all my family. Laughter. Now there are 20 Arabs in town, and they are still all my family. Laughter. I don't think anyone can even notice when one Italian. Laughter. Applause. This was before 9/11, and before politicians saw it was appropriate to use I hate Muslims as a campaign slogan. The people that I grew up with had no problem with my faith. They did, however, seem very concerned that I would starve to death during Ramadan. I would explain to them that I had enough fat to live off for 3 whole months. So fasting from sunrise to sunset is a piece of cake. Laughter. I had tap dance on Broadway, yet on Broadway, it's crazy. Applause. My parents could afford physical therapy, so they sent me to dancing school. I learned how to dance in heels, which means I can walk in heels. And I'm from Jersey, and we are really concerned with being cheap. So if my friend wore heels, so did I. And when my friends went and spent their summer vacation on Jersey Shore, I did not. I spent my summer in the war zone because my parents were afraid that if we didn't go back to Palestine every single summer, we'd grow up to be Madonna. Laughter. Summer vacation often consists of my father trying to help me, so I drank deer's milk. I had hot cup on my back. I was down in the Dead Sea, and I remember the water burning my eye and thinking, it's working. Laughter. But what miracle cure we find was yoga. I had to tell you, it's very boring, but before I did yoga, I was a stand-up comedian who can stand up, and now I can stand up on my head. My parents reinforced this notion that I could do anything, that no dream was impossible, and my dream was to be on the daytime soap opera General Hospital. Laughter. I went to college during affirmative action and got a sweet scholarship to ASU, Arizona State University, because I fit every single quota. Laughter. I was like the Paloma of the theater department. Everybody loved me. I did all the less than intelligent kids' homebrew. I got A's in all of my classes, as in all of their classes. Laughter. Every time I did a scene from the class menagerie, my professor would weep. I never got cast. Finally, my senior years, ASU decided to go to do a show called Like Dance Real Slow in Jackson. It's played about a girl with CP. I was a girl with CP, so I started shouting from the rooftop. I finally going to get a part. I had cerebral palsy. Free and less, thank God Almighty. I'm free and less. I didn't get a part. Laughter. Sherry Brown got a part. I went racing to the head of the theater department, crying hysterically, like someone shot my cat, to ask her why, and she said it was because they didn't think I could do the stunt. I said, excuse me, if I can't do the stunt, neither can the character. Laughter. Applause. This was a part that I was literally born to play, that gay to a non-palsy actress. College was imitating life. Hollywood has a sordid history of casting able-bodied actors to play disabled on screen. Upon graduating, I moved back home, and my first acting gig was as an actress on a daytime soap opera. My dream was coming true, and I knew that I would be promoted from diner to wacky best friend in no time. Laughter. But instead, I remained a glorified piece of furniture that you could only recognize from the back of my head, and it became clear to me that casting the writer didn't hire fluffy, ethnic, disabled actors. They only hire perfect people. But there were exceptions to the rule. I grew up watching Whoopi Goldberg, Roseanne Barr, Ellen, and all of these women had one thing in common. They were comedians, so I became a comic. Laughter. Applause. My first gig was driving famous coming from New York City to show in New Jersey, and I will never forget the face of the first comic I ever drew when he realized that he was speeding down the New Jersey Turnpike with a kid with CP trying him. Laughter. I performed in clubs all over America, and I also performed in Arabic in the Middle East, uncensored and uncovered. Laughter. Some people say I'm the first stand-up comic in the Arabic world. I never like to claim first, but I do know that they never heard that nasty little rumor that women are funny, and they find us hysterical. Laughter. In 2003, my brother found another mother and father thing orbit better, and I started the New York Arab American Comedy Festival. Now in its 10th year, our goal was to change the negative image of Arab American in media, while also reminding casting directors that South Asian and Arab are not synonymous. Laughter. Mainstreaming Arab was much easier than conquering the challenge against the stigma against disability. My big break came in 2010. I was invited to be a guest on the cable news show Countdown with Kev Obama. I walked in looking like I was going to prom, and they shuffled me into a studio and sit me on spinning, rolling chair. Laughter. So I looked at the stage manager and I lied. Excuse me, can I have another chair? And he looked at me and she winked. 5, 4, 3, 2. And we were live, right? So I had to grit onto the anchor desk so that I wouldn't roll off the screen during the segment. And when the interview was over, I was livid. I had finally gotten my chance and I blew it. And I knew I would never get invited back. But not only did Mr. Obama invite me back, he made me a full-time contributor, and he tapped down my chair. Laughter. Applause. One fun fact I learned while I was on the air with King Obama was that humans on the internet are scumbag. Laughter. People say children are cruel, but I was never made fun of as a child or an adult. Suddenly, my disability on the World Wide Web is vacant. I would look and click online and see segment comment like, "Yo, why she tweaking? Yo, is she retarded?" And my favorite, programmed by male terrorists. What does she suffer from? We should really pray for her. One commenter even suggests that I add my disability to my credit. Screenwriter, comedian, palsy. Disability is as visual as race. If a wheelchair user can play Beyonce, then Beyonce can play a wheelchair user. The disabled are the largest, yet clap for that, man, come on. Applause. People with disability are the largest minority in the world, and we are the most underrepresented in entertainment. The doctor said that I wouldn't rule, but I'm here in front of you. However, if I grew up with social media, I don't think I would be. I hope that together we can create more positive images of disability in the media and in everyday life. Perhaps if there were more positive images, it would foster this hate on the internet. Or maybe not. Maybe it still takes a village to teach our children well. My court journey has taken me to some very spectacular places. I got to walk the red carpet, flank myself diva Susan Lucy, and the iconic Lauren Albers. I got to act in the movie with Adam Sandler and work with my idol, the amazing Dave Matthews. I toured the world as a headliner on Air Gun Wild. I was a delegate representing the great state of New Jersey and the 2008 DNC, and I found Maysoon Kids, a charity that hopes to give Palestinian refugee children a sliver of the chance my parents gave me. But the one moment that stood out the most was when I got, before this moment, laughter, applause. Before the one moment that stood out the most was when I got to perform for the man who float like a butterfly and sting like a bee, has Parkinson's and shit just like me. Muhammad Ali. Applause, applause, and it was the only time that my father ever saw me perform live, and I dedicate this talk to his memory. Allah Yarhamah Yabba. My name is Maysoon Zayid, and if I can, you can. Cheering, applause.